The Rodecaster Pro 2 just was announced and is available for pre-order right now. Thank you to everyone that has hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you. And if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. This is the Elevate Project, and I'm Ryan to help you with your home office tech and to elevate your productivity and online presentations working from home. I don't have a Rodecaster Pro 2 yet. I do have the original Rodecaster Pro that was launched in 2018 and originally was made to be the all-in-one podcast production studio. Since its launch, it has evolved through firmware updates, changing this podcast-centric device to be used and loved by content creators, live streamers, and audio enthusiasts alike. The audio you are hearing has been recorded through the original Rodecaster Pro. The Rodecaster Pro has so many pros and has a few shortcomings when being used for content creation, live streaming, and gaming, just to name a few uses this is known for other than just podcasting. The Rodecaster Pro 2, from what I have seen, has answered most, if not all, the shortcomings for all the different use cases and is not marketed just for podcasters anymore. It is marketed on its website as the ultimate audio production solution for content creators, including streamers, musicians, and of course, podcasters. They listened to the owners of the original Rodecaster Pro and rebuilt this with a new mindset and objective. They even redesigned the preamps from the ground up to be the best and quietest preamps with enough gain that you don't even need an additional cloud lifter for gain-hungry mics like the SHURE SM7B. Because I don't have a live demo, I am getting all this information from their website on Rode.com. So a few things right off the bat. The new Rodecaster Pro 2 looks smaller, has a tilted screen, which is nice, and a noticeable smaller record button. I have my Rodecaster Pro on a laptop stand for a similar tilt to view the display, which makes a big difference, especially when I am on a Zoom meeting and presenting online. Included touchscreen on the Rodecaster Pro 2 is 5.5 inches and is high def with haptic feedback, so a similar feel like a smartphone screen. One of the only negatives I have with the original Rodecaster Pro is the preamps for the headphone jacks. And the new Rodecaster Pro 2 and building the preamps from the ground up, calling it Revolution preamps, have fixed that issue, giving great revolutionary sound through the headphone jack, Bluetooth, monitor outputs, and of course, your final recordings. Some changes to the Rodecaster Pro is the 4 XLR inputs are now combo jacks to accommodate instruments like a guitar or keyboard, making this a great unit for musicians, including effects like reverb and other effects to tweak the audio. Another change is that the TRRS input is gone in exchange for 2 USB-C connections to connect 2 computers for audio input and output at the same time, or connect to a smartphone like an iPhone to take in calls for podcasts or to add music or recordings from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Also, from what I can see, you can record to a micro SD like the original, and you can connect to an SSD hard drive through one of the USB-C ports. Now, this is pretty amazing so far, and really, if you have been thinking of getting a Rodecaster Pro and don't have one yet, I would pre-order this one. Having the original, I am tempted to get one just for the improved preamps and the ability to use my SHURE SM7B without a cloud lifter. The power connection is now through USB-C, which means you don't need an additional adapter if you take this on the road to connect it to a power bank or external battery. There is also an Ethernet port and Wi-Fi connectivity, which you can connect directly to the internet and have updates pushed to your Rodecaster Pro. I don't know the details yet on what else the Ethernet port and Wi-Fi can do, for example, file transfers through the network. The sound pads look the same with the addition of extra buttons to go through more programmable sound banks for intros, sound effects without going through the touchscreen menu, and now called smart pads that can trigger on-the-fly voice effects like reverb, echo, pitch, and robot FX, changing the sound of your voice. Just like the original, you can also trigger MIDI control to the pads for external software like OBS for live streaming to switch the cameras in a multi-camera live stream setup. For the dual combo jacks when connecting a mic, there looks like there will be more presets for popular mics like the SHURE SM7B and presets for customizations for instruments like guitars and keyboards. Lastly, it looks like everything is customizable from the colors of each fader and volume knobs, which means you can program the faders for your unique setup and match your colors the way you like. Just like the original, this is overkill if you want to use this just for Zoom meetings. For me, the original Rodecaster Pro is still incredible, does everything I need, and more, and if it lowers in price, I would consider it the second best all-in-one for content creators with a built-in audio interface, mixer, Apex processing, and this Rodecaster Pro 2 will be the new king and ultimate audio production solution in a smaller package. I am super excited and can't wait to at least try one and share a review. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. If you want to watch my video on the original Rodecaster Pro, click on the video or the link in the description. Be safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one.